Hi, everyone. I'm Teresa.
I'm David.
We are retired and road tripping. We are at Silo Access.
We're south of Louisiana, Missouri.
We're on the Mississippi River. We are doing a sort of special 6-month anniversary from when we first posted our first YouTube video, which was right here at this spot. Can you believe it's been 6 months, Dave?
Gone by fast.
I can't say that we know any more about what we're doing in the YouTube world now than we did 6 months ago, but we do know that we've gotten many nice comments and encouragement from many of you and people in our community. So we decided to do a little 6-month video where we started. Back when we started, we didn't know how personable we were going to be. You know, we didn't know how much of our life we wanted to really share with everyone. We didn't even know if we would make it 6 months, actually. So before we put a lot of personable stuff out there, we just wanted to make sure that this was something that we wanted to do. And have you had fun, Dave?
Yep.
It's been kind of frustrating at times. We're not technology people. So there's been times when technology has gotten us down, but our son Tyler helps us out a lot, and people that I work with. So let's kind of just start from the basics, I guess. We have 3 kids, Tyler, Trent, and Tara. Tyler and Tara are very technology-wise. Tara helps us with Instagram and YouTube. Tyler, or actually Facebook. Tyler is a big YouTube. He is the one that taught me how to do the Adobe Rush editing. So that's what I use. I do most of the videoing, the editing. David has taken on, if we get a drone, right now we have a drone that we're borrowing, but we're seeing if I'm just said I can't do the drone.
Tyler's been teaching me how to use the drone and just process of getting everything hooked up to the phone and drone and all that stuff.
Yeah. We live in mid-Missouri. Are we really retired?
I'm retired. I retired April 30th. And this past April.
He worked at his job for almost
33 years.
33, almost 34
yes.
There. I am still working. I'm a teacher. I'm a PE teacher. Hi, everyone. Some of the students have found out that I have a YouTube channel, so they're very excited, and they keep me going. They're so funny.
I came from a farm family background, farming. And when I met her and got into custom harvesting, me and my wife did, and then ended up harvesting more acres and bigger combine. And she even drove combine and hooked up with Dad. And my one son, Trenton, got old enough to help drive combine. At one time, we had 3 combines running. So my dad turned 80 in 2017 and wanted to retire from farming.
So even though Dave has retired from his job that paid the bills and helped with the insurance, he is still heavily involved in helping people with farming. And so he is retired. I am not retired. I will be soon. We decided to start this channel, give us a year or 2 head start.
Yep.
We love traveling. We love seeing things that we've never seen before. If we could hit the road and just go without any other commitments or responsibilities, I think we would do it. But we have grandchildren.
Yep.
We have 4 grandchildren right now. And so that's always drawn us back. You know, we don't want to miss out on them, you know, growing up and stuff. But, you know, once I retire, I think we are going to do we have some out west trips planned. And, you know, America is so big that there's a lot of it that we want to see. So we try to balance our life between what we want to do, which is travel and just see things that we've never seen before, take care of our family, our parents. His parents are still alive. My mom is still alive, you know, so we're just trying to live the best life we can and do what makes us happy. So that's what we're doing. We appreciate everybody who follows us and gives us tips and, you know, just supports us and encourages us to go on.
We started going out with our van. I converted our van into 2 different levels for storage underneath, and our bed was on top. And we started doing that in 16. We went to Great Bend, Texas National.
Big Bend. David had just been diagnosed with a heart issue that he was born with that we didn't know about. And so that kind of hit us like, our time is limited. We weren't sure at that point what the future held because his doctor strictly gave him orders to...
I couldn't use my arms or my legs at the same time, basically like bucking bales. I can still do, scoop grain as long as I was standing still. And climbing ladders and stuff like that on machinery and grain bins and stuff like that, I had to rest.
So when we got that, it just kind of hit us that our time is limited. We need to figure out how we can go and see these places, because at that point, we didn't have money to buy any of this stuff, but we did have a Dodge Grand Caravan. So Dave built a platform in it. I'll post pictures. We have seen America that way. We went through how many Dodge Grand Caravans?
We had 3 different ones.
3 different ones. We've seen, like you said, Big Bend National Park, Glacier National Park,
Rocky Mountain, Gunnison area,
Yellowstone. We did a lot of trips in our van, so we've seen a lot.
Went to a lot of other national historic sites and places in between. We got this book we follow and put stamps and check offs.
Oh yeah, our national park book. We decided back when Dave's heart issue happened that we were going to try to hit every national park, national historical site. So I bought a book. It's in one of our videos when we were in the Great Lakes area.
Yeah,
I'll post another picture of it.
Houghton.
Yeah, we were near Houghton. So we just wanted to kind of spill the beans, I guess, really. So half of us is retired. I do like road tripping. We come here at Silo Access.
It's only about an hour and a half from home, so it's just a quick trip.
We end our camping season here, and we usually started here. We reflect on we just spent the night here last night. We reflect on where we've been, how our year went. We talk about what we want to do to improve our setup for next year. And
every time we go out, there's always something that we learn or to critique or whatever, make it easier and simpler to going from point A to point B.
Yep, we're always trying to make everything just a little easier. We are kind of like, at least I am. David, when David's at home resting, he's watching farm videos. I'm the one that's watching other videos, like our video channel, just seeing other tips and watching other people. And so I'm kind of like a groupie when Live to Wonderland, they comment on our videos. Dispersed Camping Man, the first time he commented, I was like, oh my God, Dispersed Camping Man just commented. Dome Life just put a little comment on something that I posted on their group page. So it's just a fun atmosphere. And, when we do, we're workaholics. So I just got thinking, when we go out traveling, we would feel so guilty that we're out enjoying life, but we're not doing anything. So I figured, well, if we do a YouTube channel, that's kind of like work. And actually it is kind of like work. I have found out that it takes work to edit these videos. It takes work in figuring out shots and getting all your ducks in a row. Everything's got to be charged. You got to have internet. That's been a little bit of a struggle, but more than not, it's been a lot of fun. And we enjoy, for the most part, the reason that we started doing this was so that our kids and our family and our friends could see where we're going and what we're doing. And by us keeping, I had a talk with someone. They're like, our personalities is why everyone kept urging us to get a YouTube channel. And by keeping our personalities out of it, it's kind of keeping our channel down. So we've decided we're going to cut loose, and you're going to see what you see is what you get.
Yeah. And all these trips and stuff like that, always getting information where we're going and stuff like that. And then when we're doing that information, something to pass it on into our videos.
Yep. We are about ready to hook the truck and the Jeep up. I'm going to try to do a time lapse of that. And then on the way home, we are going to answer some frequently asked questions.
Beautiful life. Beautiful life. I look at you and I see million stars. I am so glad you came and stole my heart. Oh, for the better or for good. Oh, for the better or for you. Ooh.
You light up the sky like a billion lights. When I'm by your side, I'm in paradise. You're the breath in my bones. You're the fire in my soul. Oh, what a beautiful life. With you, what a beautiful. La la life, la 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 life. What a beautiful la la life. La 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 life. What a beautiful la 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 life. What a beautiful la 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 la
I see the sun shining over us like diamond eyes. Shining over
Before we start the frequently asked questions part of this, I wanted to tell y'all how Dave's heart issue ended up. So he found out he had the bicuspid instead of the tricuspid. That was in 2015.
Fall of 2016, that's when they found it. Then I did treadmills every January and February following years. And then when
Then
February 2020, I was on a treadmill and my heart blood pressure went really high, so they killed the treadmill. And then COVID hit.
they found out that he had
So-
myocardial hypertrophy. So not only did he have the bicuspid, but then his heart started swelling. And at one of the visits, as you could see, I just told the doctor that I couldn't get him to slow down, that he wouldn't stop working. So the doctor just kind of looked at us and said, I'm referring you to the Mayo Clinic. And so at that point, we were kind of like, that scared me to death, because I was like, oh my God, Mayo Clinic, there's nowhere to go if the Mayo Clinic can't fix it. So they gave us 11 days to get our affairs in order. And we got up to the Mayo Clinic, and Dr. Schaff and his team performed a septal myectomy, and they cut the size of a thumb out of David's heart.
In the chamber of the oxygenated blood
We
of
were
the side of my heart.
up at Minnesota for 15 days. I missed the first 2 weeks of school, but it has been amazing. David went from not being able to do like the hikes that we would go on, he would have to stop. I would take pictures of him like bent over, catching his breath. So we would rate how hard the trail was on how many times David had to take a breather. So now David is 100% back. Like, he is back. You got to run if you're going to keep up with him. So before we started the frequently asked questions, I just kind of wanted to let you know how his heart issue turned out. So we got new life, and we're so grateful to everybody up there at the Mayo Clinic. They were amazing. So the first frequently asked question that we get when we're out traveling is about the toolbox on the front. So you just want to talk about that, Dave?
We had toolbox come off my son's Ford pickup, and we got a cargo carrier, and so we could put it on receiver hitch on the front, and the receiver hitch was mounted on front of the truck by Young's Welding for us.
He fabricated a hitch for us in the front. The cargo carrier came from Tractor Supply. I will put in a picture. Dave had to do a little modification on that cargo carrier so that the
Toolbox will fit down
toolbox
into
would
the frame.
fit. And then I think you screwed it somehow.
Bolted it to the frame.
Bolted it to the frame. Young's Welding made us a hitch.
It was 2-inch receiver hitch, and then the toolbox can be locked. And I put our flammable stuff up there to keep it from the back of the camper out on the front of the truck.
He uses a, what is that called?
Ratchet strap.
Ratchet strap to hold it down, even though that's just a safety measure. It's
So
never,
keep the lid down so it don't pop open.
yeah, it's never popped open on us, but just for a safety measure. Do you want to talk about the weight? Everybody wants to know the weight of it and if it puts us off on our front axle.
Well, while I weighed it, it was 100 pounds over on our front axle, but our camper was loaded up for traveling in the back. So when we load up the back, the weight in the back will actually lighten up the front end. So it's a good balanced out when we're fully loaded and extra tanks and stuff like that. Well, actually, with some of our stuff, we actually put it in the Jeep. Since we got it fixed up to haul stuff, so it's lightens the load on the back of the bed of the truck and the camper itself. So it's easier to tow it than it is to haul it.
We're going to see if we can lighten that up a little bit when we get back going in February. We have some ideas, but even with it over 100, we're not real concerned about that. All right, so the next thing, towing the Jeep. People want to know about how easy it is to tow the Jeep. Mainly, they want to know if it affects our gas mileage.
If it does, it's only half a mile a gallon, and most time the gas mileage on this truck is if you're on the interstates
Well, why
trying
don't
to
you
run
tell
70.
them what engine we have, because everybody wants to know what engine we have
we
in the
got
truck.
the we got the Chevy 8.1 liter or the 496 cubic inch motor. So high, horsepower is meant for towing and high torque. So the mileage on it wasn't that great from the get go. So
Likely,
towing the Jeep, it don't even know it's back there.
right?
And then on the Jeep, we got a bike rack we can put on the back of the receiver hitch on the Jeep to haul our bicycles. And if we don't tow the Jeep, we actually could put the bicycle on the back of the truck camper receiver hitch too. And when we take off the Oxbow tow bar.
This, like we said in another video, this was my mom and dad's truck. They towed a big
37-foot
travel trailer.
This sleek
So-
9 had 2 doors, 2 air conditioners.
But, well, we love this truck. Even though the gas mileage is not that good, we know that we would not be able to afford a truck payment and the gas on any truck. So this way, all we're paying for is for the gas. And towing the Jeep has made just the world of difference. We can park the truck camper somewhere, have a home base, and then we go running around sightseeing in the Jeep.
The Jeep usually gets 15 to 18 mile a gallon, depending if we're off-roading very much.
Yeah, we absolutely love it. We just came back from Camping Wheel and went for one night. We tow the Jeep everywhere. We love it. All right. What's the next one? How do we find free camping spots? That's often a question I get. We have a Retired and Road Tripping Facebook page and Instagram. So everything that I post, our YouTube channels and our other things that we do just daily, I post on those. So there's people like, where do you find that? So the apps that we use, freecampsites.net, Campendium, and iOverlander. But a lot of times Dave will use the GPS on his phone, especially when we're in national forest areas and we're just looking for someplace to park. It's not a campground. So he uses his GPS a lot.
We got the Corps Engineers book. Too,
we have a
Camping with the Corps.
Free camping with the Corps book. I'll pop a picture of that on here. The Clio app we use a lot. It's a history app. I think it used to be History Now, but they changed the name of it to Clio. But anywhere you go, you just click on that, and everything that historical wise around your area will pop up, and then you just start reading it and figure out where you want to go.
It's numbered out, and it gets further away from your location where your phone's at.
Right. Is that all of our frequently asked questions, Dave?
I think so. Biggest challenge, technology.
Oh, our biggest challenge Yeah, our biggest challenge right now, I think, is technology.
Sometimes when we're going into areas where there's no cell phone service, because we'll look on the AT coverage map. So I got to look ahead while we got service, go up and down the roads that we're planning on going up and down, looking for dispersed camping spots, or have that map already downloaded on my phone. I got Expedia maps, and I got the National Topographical maps. I can load that area, and it'll be on there, and we can use it when we're hiking or driving around, and I can still zoom in and out.
That's why
after
I'm
we
the
lose
driver.
service.
I'm the driver. Dave's the navigator. I love driving. He loves looking on his phone for everything. Like, he has found so much. We'll be traveling, and he'll just be following on his GPS on his phone, and he'll go, there's a Piers Gorge
We use
over
this
there. Do you want to go see that?
DeLorme maps for every state,
Right?
and I use Google Earth, and it follows where we're going at, and I can broaden it out and look ahead and zoom out, and sometimes it just pops up stuff on the map, names of different things that just sometimes name it. It's not even on a paper map or just a regular Google map.
All right. Well, I think on behalf of Bandit, who's back there sleeping, I think we've answered just about all the frequently asked questions. America is beautiful. Try to get out and see it.
Like and subscribe if you want to.
We'll see you on the road.